Well, we start with another work week that we are tracking another coastal storm. Not like Sandy, though. This is going to be a typical nor'easter that is going to have minor impacts on us here in eastern Carolina. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here with your Monday morning web forecast. And let's cut right to it here. A sunny start to the work week after we had some clouds right around sunrise this morning. The clouds have pushed away, and we're going to be seeing a nice sunny afternoon, though still remaining a little bit below normal as far as temperatures are concerned. Now, we'll be tracking that nor'easter as we go on through tomorrow, and especially for the middle of the week. But I tell you what, by the time we get to the end of the week, we'll see a pattern change, and finally some warmth will come back into the eastern portions of the United States. And the threats we need to alert you to, nothing for today. We'll still continue to keep the threat tracker in the low category for tomorrow. But as we head on into Wednesday, that's when the wind and potential for some minor coastal flooding will be impacting us here. Wind gusts in excess of 30 to 40 miles an hour, especially along the coastal sections here. Have to see if they're going to issue a wind advisory for Carteret County and the Outer Banks, but that's also where we do have the potential for some minor sound side flooding. And then we'll also be looking at a little bit of a surge, especially along Ocracoke, headed out towards the Outer Banks. Could be some more overwash there along Highway 12, yet again, of areas that were battered by Sandy. Here's Storm Track 12 forecast for the day today. We are looking at quickly clearing out from northwest to southeast as we go through the morning hours here. Cooler temperatures than yesterday, only highs into the mid to upper 50s. That'll do it. Average is around 70 for this time of year, and we won't see that until the weekend. Clouds return, though, overnight tonight. Looking for a cold one, though, at least with that clear start. Temperatures into the mid-30s for the inland spots, and for our election day tomorrow. Rain will be developing in the afternoon, especially along and east of Highway 17 from south to north, is where we do see the rain moving in first. And again, just like we saw with Sandy, it's along and east of Highway 17 that looks like it's going to have what minimal impact we're going to have from the storm. That's where it'll be, along and east of Highway 17. Temperatures, though, once again with the cloud moving in, only into the mid-50s for tomorrow. Piece of the storm number one, that moves on through. And then what we track is that high pressure sliding in for the day today. But here's the ingredients already starting to take shape for our storm system, as it's an upper level trough that's digging down across the Missouri Valley. It's going to head down towards northern Mississippi, Alabama, generate an area of low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico. And as it does, this may be the winter pattern starting to show itself here. We'll have to watch for this active southern branch and these northern branch troughs phasing in with them. You'll see what I'm talking about here as far as the jet stream level is concerned. Again, here's the pocket of cold air, the trough coming on through. It's going to generate an area of low pressure here across the Florida Panhandle, cuts across, and then really intensifies once it gets off the southeast coast of the United States here. You'll notice that future track shows by tomorrow afternoon and evening hours here, trough starting to take on a little bit of a negative tilt. That's going to do cyclogenesis here on the east side of it, and as a result, with it being over the Gulf Stream waters, we are going to be looking for that area of low pressure, probably moving about 100 miles or so off of our coast here, off of Hatteras, and then once again moving right on up into the same areas that got pounded by Sandy, as yet again we see an upper level low pressure system kind of capturing the storm along the coast and pulling it back in towards the Delmarva. So as this area of low pressure cuts off in the upper levels, the surface low is going to be tucked in right underneath of it here. Probably looking at near hurricane force winds, gusts out over the water, gale conditions along the coast with the potential for some battering waves yet again and overwash across the Jersey and New York areas here. The surge not as great as what we saw with Sandy, but still, they don't need any kind of rain or wind or anything up there as they try to recover. Now, you'll notice future track here as the jet stream does show that upper level ridge starting to reestablish itself here along the eastern seaboard as the trough dumps to the west, and that's normally how it goes. Trough to the west, the ridge to the east, and that brings the sunny and at least seasonal conditions back into our forecast for the second half of the work week. So this is what future track looks like here. Northerly winds in here for the day today, bringing the sunshine and the drier, cooler air. Clouds start to spread eastbound as we go on through tonight and through tomorrow, with that area of low pressure developing across the Florida Panhandle tonight, making its way along the Gulf Stream and moving northbound as we go on through the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Now, here's how things will play out. As the storm deepens as it goes across the Virginia Capes, It's actually going to bring us our gustier winds later Wednesday going into Thursday. So as the storm system pulls away, that's when we'll be seeing some of the stronger northwesterly winds in here. Again, expecting just minor impacts from this storm for us here in eastern Carolina. But again, just like we saw with Sandy, further to the north, that's where the greatest impacts will be across the Delmarva. Temperatures remain chilly until we finally get the storm system out of here. And again, it is going to be rather windy in here on Wednesday and Thursday. Then that upper level ridge takes over, high pressure slides in, and we'll be looking for temperatures to return at least closer to normal as we head on through this upcoming weekend. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still. Have yourself a good Monday.